Oh, Jesus. What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And in this particular review video, I will be reviewing, recapping. I'm sorry, I'm still tickled. 90 Days, Fiance, before the 90 days, season 3, episode 1, the season premiere. Shout out to my YouTube fam. And if you do, you like what you go ahead, ring, don't forget to subscribe, be part of my, part of the extended family, YouTube family. And don't forget also to click that notification bell afterwards. Don't forget to like the video because like we get views. Sorry, y'all. I'm just like tickled. I would have did this review video either Sunday night or Monday. But like I said, if, y'all seen a couple of videos. Considering that all that happened this weekend, it seemed like it's chaotic since last week. And then I had a family member in the hospital, stuff like that. So it's been kind of stressful. And I'm, just it's just been a lot, okay. And if y'all on that astronomy stuff like that, Mercury Renegade and the two eclipses last month were hell, okay. I'm glad that month is over with, okay, because that was too much, too much. Anyway, y'all, I decided to review this show for a couple reasons. Number one, I watched, some of the YouTube, some of my, people, YouTube co-workers and also people that I subscribe slash subscribe to. Some of them, review some of the 90 Day shows, and I've been curious, whatever, about this, about this show and stuff. And then I'm like, okay, but I don't watch it. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'm more intrigued by the people I'm subscribed to that review these shows and sometimes reviews. But then I was like, you know what? If I can review y'all, and I have watched it, all the shows a little bit at the lockup. Okay, I reviewed that plug, and I will be reviewing the new season coming up on a little bit lockup. Okay, and and like I said, I watched it. So I was, you know what? I might as well go ahead and see about this show, this season 3. So of this, I know they got other way and all this stuff in there. I don't know if I may, maybe not. Maybe I'll review that in the future too. But I'm just saying is, I just feel like, you know what? Let me see if I can watch this, and I'll review it too. And yes, y'all be seeing me about this show. Okay. Besides a little rant, let me get into it. Now, I think there's supposed to be 7 couples, and 2 of the couples are actually from the previous seasons of this, I don't know, this particular 90 Days Fiance spinoff or whatever, but y'all, I'm just sitting here with my mouth open like I'm gonna get Caesar and Maria chick at last, okay? Now, first I want to talk about Ivory, okay, Avery, why did I call her Ivory? Avery. Now, Avery used to be genetics. She's a 19-year-old, 19-year-old, lady. Um, she just became Muslim only 6 months ago, and she went to this Muslim website, y'all. And she used to be a girl who, was in gymnastics, all this other stuff or whatever. And her family, they were Christians, and then she says the story like somehow one of her coworkers or somebody told her was Muslim, and then she got intrigued and figured it was, the path of life, and then now she's Muslim, went to Muslim site, and all of a sudden met this guy, he sent her the ring, all of a sudden she engaged, and I think he's Syria, and she's going to meet with him about in another country, and the mom supposed to go over to make sure okay. But this, what I gather is, first I thought like maybe she wanted to change herself because she's covered from head to toe. Sometimes with a hijab, but sometimes she does not. Um, but it's just what I've gathered from her family and her loved ones is she's like spontaneous. She just go to one extreme to another, instant. Okay, so her brother, when they had one scene, her brother Ethan was talking about because she stayed with her 5 siblings, her mom, her stepdad, and her grandma, right? And like I said, she met this dude, and she feels he's the right guy and all this other stuff. But even like my sister, changes her way of life during their life. She changes, her clothes during there, change, during there. Because he's like, one time, just a couple months ago, she was a vegetarian, and then we see her sneaking in, fried chicken dinners, Popeye's $5 meal, some ribs, a waffle with cheese, just stuff, just. So it's one extreme to another. I don't know if she wants to be different, um, and just like, just be totally opposite from her family, and just go one thing to another, one extreme to another extreme to another extreme to another extreme. Okay. So, anyways, y'all, she goes to see her loved ones, like her extended family, and, they even have a talk with her. She plans on moving, even though it's Siberia, it has all these wars, it's all this other crazy stuff going on. Even her mom was like talking to her, she's concerned about her daughter, going to possibly even marry this man. And it may take 9 months to 3 years before she possibly gets, he can get a visa where I guess he will move to the United States, whatever. But she's not gonna tell them. She's planning on moving to a country where there's all this danger. It's on there. It just, but I I can't. I'm just like shaking my head. Um, so that's already one thing, and she's gonna, I guess, admit to her now. She's told her second family, and like they even said the same thing. Like they talking, to the little commentary on the side, and they even said the same thing. Like it's like she I think her like her second, like mentor, like like they're both mentor to her, but they used to, she used to be friends with her daughter for years. But since she's went to this new change in the past 6 months, they're like, "Are you sure? Are you blah blah blah?" Even the dad, like I said, the confessional was talking about. I mean, her second dad, you might as well say, was up there talking about, she sometimes love to be loving blind and or dumb and stupid or something like that. Stupid, dumb and blind or something. I'm just like, oh my gosh. So, I mean, there's so much I can say, but I was just in awe, but I couldn't stop watching. And y'all have plenty of time and breaks and get your DVR. I had knew in advance, I think by watching Shout to Jay Lee's Corners a video one time, listening to one of the 90 Days Fiance shows. And some of their shows, I don't know, they're always like this. But if you want to watch it, you got to have time, because this, I don't know if this is a season premiere or the shows are always like this, okay? I'm still learning, y'all. So, anyway. Anyways, she's not going to tell her family, but like I said, she's talking back and forth to him. She feels that he's the one. Um, I think sometimes does she face. I don't know if she FaceTimes or not, whatever, But like I said, he's 24, and so basically they're talking to these people, and some of them been talking to them for a couple months, maybe some years, and they plan on hopefully getting engaged, if they're so called already engaged and married, and spending their life with this particular person. So, anyways, y'all, we have a private investigator by the name of Rebecca, right? She's been going with this one. I'm just gonna call it. She's going to talk to this one dude and Tersalina. What is it, Tersalina? I hope I'm pronouncing the name right, y'all. I was just gonna say, is she talking to God? She actually. Here's the secret that we found out at the end. She still has not finalized divorce. She's been married 3 times, y'all. And the last guy she had was from another country, whatever, but it didn't work out, and she found out the hard way. It didn't work. I know she got 3. All her kids are grown, but she's trying again. And another guy who's out of the country. And I did also notice this later on. Okay, Rebecca, if she does this doesn't work out, or she wants to extend, not even to work about the show and this relationship she got, she always, I see a possible future or her working, that she can create stuff in the social media world. Okay, she would just to talk to a man with some FaceTime, whatever video she said she video types of video, they video chat with her man at least 3-4 times a week, right? She got a ring light. She got the phone, the middle thing. She ready to say hi, everybody. I'm on YouTube Live or Instagram Live or Twitter Live or Facebook Live. Get it monetized. Probably do a podcast or something. I mean, she had all this, just like to me. I know she had a ring light. I'm just saying, dang. And she get prepared. I'm like, if she want to like do a show afterwards, I'm just saying. And she already got, how sometimes if y'all think about being YouTuber, already YouTuber, and watch videos on how to be a successful creator, some YouTubers give tips about how, what works with them. Sometimes expensive things that work, y'all. She's already prepared. Some of the stuff they suggest she had in her damn bedroom to talk to her man from another country. I'll give her that. Okay. But even though she's a fine private investigator, she feels like this dude's the right one, and she is sure that that she is not finding anything wrong. And I'm thinking like, oh, ooh, okay, this is interesting here. Now she talks to one of her kids. I think she has two daughters and one son. And her daughter and her son-in-law, and they even ask him like, are you sure to stay? We just trying to make sure you're okay. And then the son-in-law, because first he just kept nodding his head and taking a sip of his Bud Light, Budweiser, okay? And then he decides to ask her, like, okay, what does he do? And she was like, he works something in the broadcasting, broadcasting thing or TV show production or something like that. But she admitted that he's out of work now. Hint, hint. And they even trying to say, like, okay, 2 plus 2 equals 4. 2 times 2 still equals 4. Okay, but don't you see, Mom, what is going on here? It seems like some mess. But she still feels, and she said, now it's interesting stuff, he does the right things. Now, I know she video chats and stuff, but a lot of it is good talk and text messages, maybe some direct in the messages, and video chats. But she has not been around him. But she about to go to his home country. He talking to her. I guess he gonna meet her at the hotel room, and she has to be careful because his dad said he better not. Because the culture said she better not be up. He better not be in the hotel room because that culture, that they're not supposed to be in the same room if they're not married. I'm sitting here, dang, his dad got pool like that. He got international pool. Okay, dang, all right. And then, sometimes she used filters and stuff because she's looking at like, okay, she knows she's, in her 40s, like mid 40s, and he's still like in his mid 20s or something like that or whatever. But she is concerned about how is it going to feel when he finds out she got, she's still married. Okay. I'm like, oh my gosh. But somehow she thinks this is the one and she has no reason to worry. And I'm just saying, like, some people, are totally opposite certain things they do for other folks, basically they don't follow their own advice. So she's a private tech, and even her friend slash her co-worker was saying like, you got to be careful now, Rebecca. Like, remember the last time this happened, you tried this and it didn't work out, and but she's feeling like I'm okay and blah blah blah. Like I said, here she is. They are on to catch a hoe in action. Somebody cheating on somebody, and yet you not paying attention to the red flags with this dude, okay, that she trying to be with. Okay. But all right, here, I'm just leaving it as that. Like I said, it was a lot more details, but it was just kind of like the same thing. Like I said, it's just introduction episode anyway, right? Um, so next here, Tim. I think his name is Timothy or Ted. I'm just gonna call him Timothy tonight, y'all. Now it's interesting. Now he admits. Now he kind of flat out admits like it's an image thing, and he kind of, I don't know, to me, like, kind of downplays his bills because he's worried about what other people feel about him. Okay, he talking to this one chick from Colombia named Jennifer, whatever, right? And she has a daughter, and he's like how hot she was, and I think he found her on Instagram, Facebook, or something, whatever. Or was that Rebecca? I think she found him on Instagram. See, this is confusing. Avery, she found the sign. She first thought the guy was in America, and she claimed it must have been a mistake. I wanted to add this in that he said he was America, but he was Irish. And I'm thinking like that could have been planned, so she would get caught up and probably want to still talk to him. Like she did a mistake. I mean, America and Syria are two different countries. It's not like it was AA or something like that, and one is high in alphabet order or something. Okay, you know what? Never mind. But I'm just saying. So Timothy has variety spider, and he used to play Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, and be basically said a geek, a nerd and stuff. So it's kind of like he's like so happy to get the pretty girl, I guess, and he loves Latin women. He has thing for Latin women, and it turned out he's still cool with his ex. And in the previews, I first thought like this, not like it makes a difference because obviously he's raised and been around this child, but he was engaged to this one chick for years, but they broke up 4 years ago as far as their engagement, and but he's been in her daughter's life since she was one happy children. I think she's like 10 or 12 or something like that now. And there were some event, what was the go karts and stuff inside the ride, whatever, right? And his now best friend, I forgot what her name is. But we're gonna say Timothy's ex fiance, his friend now, and she just concerned about him not getting hurt. And she like, is that going to like push us aside, or is that we're still family even though we're not together? And it's interesting enough. I'm take this at least this is giving me a little bit vibe that Timothy his ex whatever seems to be like wanting relationship privileges even though they're still not together, because Timothy did say later on that she had ran some she did that before, like basically went and ran somebody he was talking to away beforehand or something like that. But again, everybody has the same thing, like, okay, you don't know this person away yonder, not a country, not even another state. And already sometimes you taking a chance with the person lives right in two streets down for you. But this is out of state, out of town, out of state, out of country, out of continent. Okay, so okay, y'all. But even when he was talking to her, she was talking, she feels some way because his ex, now friend wants to give him a going away party. And she feels some type of way. But right before y'all, Susie got off the phone with her, got a video time or Skype or whatever. And the first thing she said, you know what? Oh, hi, blah blah blah, something. Remember you were going to buy me some clothes? Oh, it's $500. And at first he's like, $500. But she's like, something. He was like, is it American, Colombian? But she just smiled, whatever. And he's like, okay, I'll give you the money. So again, I see how this is going. But he really thinks she's a good woman, blah blah blah. He's like, she can pick any man she wants to be with, but she chose me. So he really wants to pursue a relationship, and he keeps saying that about how beautiful she is. Like even his best friend was going, so his ex was even saying like, you know what, she's not even a real model, she's an Instagram model. But really truthfully, see, Mr. Tim, I'm gonna call him, seems to be more so intrigued by her because of how beautiful she is, as opposed to she's a good mom. But if she wasn't this beautiful slash bad bitch, whatever, would he be wanting to talk to her? Because he kind of talks as if like he has some self-esteem issues still, personally to me, and trying to keep up this vision. And by the way, that was a unique job that Mr. Timothy had anyway, because how he makes these custom look like painting, like almost artwork, is exquisite custom made guns, but they're not posed like it's made for shooting, but kind of more so made for artwork. But I mean, they were kind of dope, whatever. But I'm just saying. So we just gonna get into him because, like I said, he, can't wait to see her soon or whatever, blah blah blah. But she said something, y'all, towards the end of it, besides him checking about her, checking him about uh, her having distrust issues with him, and checking him about like being around his ex. I can't be with you. You get somebody else, but you don't know what the hell she doing. And on top of that, she said this. Now, her family's very conservative, and like she said, and my dad said, you want to work on the farm, you better work on the farm. And I noticed this. He was like, so you telling me, that, I'll have to pick up some, clean up cow manure, and I'll have to do that. And he would start laughing, and she just had this look on her face, and just did this. She didn't smile or nothing at all. This was like saying yeah, and you're gonna do it, and this is not a game. So, anyways, we just leave it as that. So I don't, like everybody's getting ready supposedly to see their the ex in the future. I was gonna say ex. I was gonna say their fiance levels in the future. Oh, sorry, y'all. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I haven't did late reviews in some years, so give me a break. But anyways, so let's look at this here. So we got that out the way. Now I want to talk about one of these people. They haven't had the other two couples yet, but the person I'm about to talk to was, like I said, is one of the people who's returning. And she was on it before with some guy named Jason, Jesse, whatever. It didn't work out. And it was showing clips, but it was clips where she was, I know Darcy was saying that supposedly he had a bad attitude, but I didn't honestly see enough stuff where I could say he had a bad attitude. Somehow she was like complaining about you should make steak this way. He got mad. Man, I'm sick and tired of hearing you, whatever, blah blah blah. So, anyways, she's talking to Tom, and Tom is somewhere in England or something like that, or whatever. Or I think the other guy was talking to Amsterdam. Like I said, over there towards that direction. And she stays with her sister Stacy. And Stacy is engaged, and I know she's visited her man somewhere. I think he comes from Amsterdam and stuff. Darcy's never met her sister's man. But like I said, they're both like foreign men. And I know a couple of people how they like foreign men and foreign women. I'm thinking you can find foreign men and women all through the United States. And, these apps, whatever. Okay, but that's their business. So, anyways, because I think that was the same with Timothy. Like he found her on the Pacific site for Latin women, Colombian women, something like that. I'm like, okay, but like I said, okay, never mind. Now she lives in this nice beautiful house. She just moved in. She got 2 daughters. I don't know if Stacy, her twin, has kids, whatever. I forgot. I didn't like focus on that. But they getting Botox in. They get us freeze the fat with on the stomach or whatever. And she's been talking to this guy. Now here's the thing with Darcy. She's been talking to this guy Tom, flirting on and off with him. When the time she was around talking to her, the dude Jesse, the one she with the previous seasons. But when it did work out with Jesse, it's like Tom was like, it's okay, it's all right. He kind of like internet consoled her. He did send her a ring though. And later on, when she went to go Skype him and talk to him on the video chat, it turns out that it was a ring. And Jesse, and I consider like Jesse had something to say about the ring. I don't know whether he was following him or Tom or Darcy. And I'm thinking like, well, why is he following any other y'all? Would he make a fake ass account for y'all? What is he still following y'all in the first place for? Like, okay, you know what? Because she bought a ring, that man was trying to say it was hilarious because he thought that they meant they were engaged. But anyway, and I'm thinking like, okay, why? I started getting like, why is Jessie being brought up again if that's her ex? So then Tom was like, made it clear in the conversation, like, okay, you know what? Let's move on from that. You know what I mean? Just let it go. It's okay. You know what I mean? So, anyways, y'all. She said, yeah, I want a future with you. So she's planning on seeing him. He said he's going to have somebody pick her up because, since she be on a long flight, in other words, without actually saying the words of the breath, probably would most likely stink and need to apply some soap to her body. He wanted somebody to pick her up and so that she could be able to get herself together before they go meet, whatever, right? So that's how that goes. But what I noticed is I don't think she said anything like she sends him money and like that. They really just do have a long distance relationship or whatever. But she did make a confessionals later on that she still is working on getting over Jesse. So I'm thinking like, is she ready for a relationship, whether it's long distance or whatever? Neither. If she's admitting that 1 minute she says she's over it, but then she's taking her time and getting over it. 2 seconds later in her little soapbox commentary on the side. Okay. Anyway, that was quick. I just wanted to talk real quick about Caesar and Maria. Now, Caesar is a nail tech, I think, in North Carolina, one of the Carolinas, I think down south somewhere or something like that. I think also too, I forgot where every state stays at. Every stays at, but I know Rebecca stays like I think in Georgia, and I think like Darcy that stays in Connecticut. I forgot. I didn't write that information. But I wanted to say best for last. I think based on the information on a preview, Caesar and his fiance, whatever the heck she's supposed to be, a scam artist, friend, are only ones that I don't think actually meet up with each other at all. Okay, he has been talking to her for 5 whole years. Now he learned how to do nails from his high school sweetheart that he was with for 13 years. They blurred out her face, and she taught him. And he's been talking. He found her on a Ukrainian, website where Americans, I don't know if it's American men or just like Americans carrying women or people period, like a no another one customized dating site. So I'm thinking like, why can't he, like I said, y'all can find these certain people here to live here. Okay, never mind, it's their business. But anyway, y'all, he has been trying to meet up with her, and this is the interesting thing. Everybody else seem like they have least FaceTime. I don't know if Avery has FaceTimed her fiance, but he seems to be the only one that, even though she has sent him videos, they're not. He has not directly FaceTime or video chat her. She's just sending videos like "I love you, baby," blah blah blah, and even the producer asked him like, do you know for sure is she talking to anybody else or anything? He's like, well, I hope she's not. And here's y'all some excuses. Now, he was talking to her and he was trying to meet her up right in her country. She made an excuse. Oh, it's too cold. I want to be warm. I want to go to Mexico. And he's concerned because that means that he's got to pay for her ticket, which is way more expensive than him going out to where she supposedly lived. Okay? So, he already sends her $800, $900 because she's going by she says she's a receptionist, so he want to make sure she's okay. He up there trying to, cut coupon to coupon to coupon to coupon, whatever. He's working 7 days a week, but he's really more so working, at least he's working up to keep a place over his head, but he's working more so to maintain this match-lay relationship. He could pay some offer less than that and sit there and get the service that he can because he's already sent her $40,000, okay? In the past 5 years to someone he still hasn't even met yet. Okay, so also too, the site was unique site because you also, I guess, to see if the person wants to talk to you, you can send them flowers in the car. He said it's only a small amount, and when he said it costs $450, edible arrangements is cheaper, and you could do that. Like I said, it's some Ukrainian women who live, here. Even if it was as bad as it was another state. I mean, do any of these people watch Catfish? Do they see what? I mean, the news about story. Okay, you know what? That's their business. Okay, but this is some of the excuses when he is trying to see her before when this came up. He says she lost some of the money, somehow some like blockage, where she couldn't get on the plane in time, she fell asleep, something like that. I was surprised she didn't say that, her sister's dog ate the ticket that was on the table the night before and he digested it, so she couldn't go in. She could have said that. It was just even excuses that she was bringing up just made Caesar look more lost than anything. It's like, where is this man's family? I mean, Timothy, I think, like I said, Timothy, I think his brother, like, was helping him in the gym or something like that. But I didn't see really too much of Caesar's family at all. And then when he was telling the client, one of his clients that goes to him, whatever, I'm thinking like, okay, now that may be wrong with me, but I'm just saying is, does she like him as a friend or sees him as a good person or whatever, okay, you know what, I'm going past my head. I ain't about to sit here and say that, probably she likes him or not past, like, having like a professional companionship or whatever, client, whatever, work, friendship. But other than that, it's like, I don't know what's going on with him, okay? But anyways, he goes to ask his his boss slash, I guess he must boss owner, and he was explaining like, everybody knows like this is a waste of time. I keep telling you, when you'll get your heart broken, it's not worth doing it. And he so you're just looking like this, like, it's gonna be okay, I'm right, I'm sure, and everything is. And it's like, it's sad because it's like, bro, you grown as hell. And it's not clicking in. It's not a couple months. It's 5 years and went past by, and every excuse in the world. And he has not even FaceTimed her. They never even FaceTimed each other. He's just going in videos so she might have uploaded, posted. You don't even still even know if it is her. You get what I'm saying? Like, it could still be somebody using somebody's identity, or it could be her. She could be working with somebody else and stuff like that. Oh, it's just, you just see scheme and sucker right on the damn. So anyways, y'all, calls her. He sent her 2 G's wired to her. making sure he hopefully gets in a couple hours for places we wire, Western Union places wire, whatever, right? Because he says this. He didn't buy a ticket himself and give a confirmation code because he trusts her. And he calls her, and as soon as he's like, text her, smile like this, right? On the camera, we see, the little text message thing on the thing. He's like, I got my ticket. And she like, oh, did you see the news? He still didn't Google see the damn news, whatever. He can go Google the site to get so-called love of his life or whatever. And but he couldn't. He called her, and I'm surprised she picked up the phone. But here she goes with another new excuse. First, it's too damn cold. Then she losing tickets. Then all this other stuff. Then the dinosaur there. Then it was an earthquake somehow over there. Then it was a hurricane, or tornado, or flooding. I'm just saying, she might as well add that in too. She twisted her ankle. Go in and add that. You'll still believe it. So she sat there and told him, look at the news. It's probably martial law or something like that, whatever. Like, she's basically saying Russians on war in our country and blah, 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 woo, 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 and all this stuff. And she twists this in a way because he's like, are you sure? Okay, still no way you get to Mexico. He was like, the ticket is not, I don't know if he told her the ticket is not referable, but he was like, hey, he's still like, are you sure? Okay, he still wants to get her out there to Mexico, right, y'all? And then she flips it on kind of like, oh, he's talking about, okay, stay safe. I'll try to find a way to still you keep out. And she's like, stay safe. Then she try to make it seem like, you're not worried about me. You're just worried about yourself. He's like, worried about myself. I've been sending money to you, but it's just nothing but just playing some games for them to make, that way she basically get away with the money and hopefully can get a little bit more money out of him. Okay. But she just like running some little guilt trip on him, making it seem like he's making it about himself. And he ventured a little bit. They got off the phone off each other, but he started to cry a little bit again. And the producer, asked him again in the background, like, are you sure this just wasn't no run, no game, basically, right? And he's like, possibly. I'm trying to hold him to cry, and then he started crying everything. But we still see in the future that he went and got some chocolate edible pennies and still end up in Mexico. But what I see is, and what I hear, I don't think she even appears on the show. And I'm just like, damn it, Caesar. I have nothing else to say about that. Like I said, y'all, this will not be less the same. But I mean, that's all I got to say now for this episode, this review recap. Hugs and loves. Hey, everybody, good night. Enjoy their weekend. Y'all see me next week. I'll say that. Like I said, I'm lost for words.